Hi, everyone, and welcome. We've got a special one for you, as tonight's action is part of the NBA Cup, along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And a quick look at how Charlotte's schedule is shaping up.
Bob Ritz has successfully joined the channel.
And the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks.
And you know, for that matchup with the Rockets, that's a contest that I'm keeping my eyes on. Early on, you'd love to see games like that one. Should be a game full of interesting matchups.
And if you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe and comment and become a member today.
Pat Connaughton is out there with Miles Bridges, and it's Diabate in at the 5. And for Milwaukee, Trent Jr. and Kuzma on the wings. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner, and it's Carroll in at the point. And we're only a few games in, but already some surprises to this season, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. On the positive side, a couple teams have come together quicker than anticipated, and they are outperforming early expectations.
Now here's Kuzma. Turner, a screen on Bridges. And he buries his first look.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Pass to Connaughton. Antetokounmpo against Bridges. It's stolen by... Here's Kuzma. And it's Kuzma. Finish.
Being active defensively.
Ball with it. 33 points last game. The three-pointer off the mark. To the middle. Here's Carroll. And the layup falls.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with the coaching staff, and they noticed LaMelo likes to pass from obscure angles. Coach told his team, you just can't relax out there. I want you looking for cutters everywhere. We'll see how prepared they are tonight, guys. Okay,
thank you, Allie.
Miles Bridges getting more and more audacious from the three-point line. We see you, sir.
Antetokounmpo outside. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in. Carroll's got 5 now.
Well, they were looking for a fast start, and they have been perfect from the tip.
They set the pick. Three-pointer, Bridges. The rebound by Turner. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Fades away. Count the basket.
Well, this is the versatility that Miles Turner brings to the table. A big man who can knock down shots from the mid-range.
Ball outside. He shoots it. Oh, can't answer back with his own dunk. The Bucks have gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Carroll, pass to Kuzma. Bridges on the double. And here's Turner. Back to Kuzma. Shoots. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And last season, the Hornets with the second most games missed to injury.
Always tough to overcome significant injuries, especially if it's a rebuilding team. And the other part of that, BA, is it's complicating their ability to evaluate the talent that they do have. All of that requires help. You hope that's on the horizon.
Now here's Bridges. Last game out, he had 38 points. Pass to Knipple. Now here's Ball. 6 on the shot clock. Connaughton can't hit. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Here's Turner. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. For 3. The shot by Carroll. No good. Hornets trail by 8. Down low. Here's Diabate. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Antetokounmpo outside. Kuzma outside. Back to Turner. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. It's early. Let's take a look at the cup standings.
Yeah, getting off to a hot start is really important in this tournament because there's so little margin for error.
Now ball. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Bridges outside. And there's a pick to end the drought. 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. Leaps for it. Kept alive by Charlotte. Clock at 6. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. The offensive rebound.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Trent, the pass to Kuzma. Offline with a 3.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
He drops it from range. Bridges has got 6.
Yeah, you know that Bridges is good for a few threes most games. This guy is very confident out there. Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
Here's Knipple. To the left wing. There's Ball with a 3. Rebounded by Kuzma. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in the game. And here's Knipple from the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Trent, the pass to Antetokounmpo. There's a screen by Turner. To the paint. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got 3 assists tonight. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
Knipple with a bucket.
Yeah, don't think Knipple relies only on spot-up shooting. He can surprise you with some moves off the dribble.
Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He has 6.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And coach potentially looking to adjust. Bridges here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Kuzma. Anthony comes in for Trent. And it's Porter Jr. in for Carroll. Connaughton outside. Bridges outside. To the inside. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
So it's Milwaukee now. They've got a 9-point lead. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Sharp.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Here's ball. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, the quickness helps LaMelo Ball out inside right there. Just allows him to get the quick drop on the defense.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." PA, back to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, thank you.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
And he's going for the lob. Hammers the lob through.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Now here's Bridges. He's got 6. Back to ball. Banked it in off the glass.
There is such a length that comes with LaMelo Ball. This guy's ability to finish in the paint is really admirable.
Antetokounmpo against Connaughton. Outside Porter. Pass to Anthony. 6 to shoot. There's a screen by Turner. And Anthony, here we go. Diabate grabs the board. Hornets trail by 9. And here's Ball. Back to Bridges. Ball outside from behind the arc. Sinks it from distance. Ball's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, LaMelo Ball in the catch-and-shoot game. He says, I can get off the ball as well.
And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just a reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is, Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
He's checked in for Milwaukee. Livingston comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. Number 1, Milwaukee.
And looking at last season, the thing that jumps out at you is their three-point percentage. Best in the league in that category, which is great to see considering how valued the 3-ball is nowadays in our game.
And here's Milwaukee now. 6-point game. Three-pointer Anthony. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
No one covering.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Hornets trail by 8. Pass to Diabate. Now ball. Fires from 14. The rebound by Livingston.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
Ball against Anthony. There's the 3. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Ball. 46 seconds left in the opening quarter. Making his mark again. He's shooting 4 for 9 in this one.
This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Pass to Williams. Back to Ball. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Outside for Porter. Not going to go that time. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Milwaukee. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Bucks.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce, and boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
We've got Smith, Bobby Portis out there with Kevin Porter. Then it's Cole Anthony, and it's Carroll in at the 1. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Now here's Mann. No points yet. Goes up from the top of the key. Porter pulls it in.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Anthony outside. Outside for Porter. Three-pointer off the mark. Hornets trail by 6. Outside man. Inside. The kick out to Williams. 5 to shoot. Tries it from 19. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
Here's Carroll. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Salon. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Williams with the screen. Charlotte again missing. The Bucks leading by 6. Now Porter. He's guarded by Mann. Great D that time from Mann.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Outside, Williams. Here's Salon. Yet to see a basket. To win the cold spell. To the wing on the left. Pass to Mann. Here's McNeely. Fires for 3. Peterson, no good. On the wing, Porter. He's guarded by Mann. Here's Carroll. And a miss there on the triple. Hornets trail by 6. Here's McNeely. And he buries his first look. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. Is checked in for Smith. And the Hornets making a change here. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. Ooh, Giannis using his length inside.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
Back to ball. Shot clock at 6. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And when it comes to adding sizzle to the steak, just watch LaMelo Ball, Doris.
I love that, PA. Certainly, entertainment is a big aspect of this young man's game. The fancy dribbling, the no-look passes, the range on his three-point shooting. He alone can be worth the price of a ticket.
And that one falls for Ball. Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required.
Jackson, he's checked in for Porter Jr. And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
Here's Knipple. Ball outside. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. Rollins, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And a change for the Hornets. Diabate's checked in for Salam. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ball. That doesn't go either for Ball. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've led by as many as 11. Anthony, the pass to Carroll. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Connaughton. Shot's good by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo has got 16 points.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Here's Knipple. Ball, a screen on Anthony. Up top ball from outside the arc. From distance, LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo Ball, shot ready, always.
And here's Anthony. Still without a bucket. Over to the left wing. Fires the three. The shot by Carroll. No good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. This will be his third free throw of the game.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
Catching up on the changes for Milwaukee. Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Kuzma comes in for Rollins. And it's Trent in for Anthony. That one drops. He ties it up.
He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line.
It's Kuzma with the miss. Charlotte has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Connaughton. Here's Knippel. The three is up. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Carroll, hounded by Ball. Here's Carroll. He had 19 points in the win against the Lakers.
And the way he passed the basketball was also a major factor. He created a ton of opportunities for his teammates, guys.
Here's Ball. After Milwaukee picked up a 3 with their last shot. And timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Bridges, he's checked in for Williams. And now a look back at last year's top shooting teams in the NBA. The 4th spot held by the Bucks.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Ball with it. 19 points in the game. Pass to Bridges. There's the triple. And he misses. Only 2 for 6. The Bucks leading by 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. Kuzma outside. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more. Charlotte has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Ball outside. From downtown. Rebounded by Kuzma. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. They're kicking off a 4-game road trip. Kuzma with a screen on Connaughton. Here's Carroll. The putback. And now it's a 7-point Milwaukee lead.
To me, that's about 2 things, guys. That's the hustle and timing of Kyle Kuzma getting to the offensive window.
Up top ball. And again, unable to change momentum here. Antetokounmpo outside. Kuzma outside. Connaughton on the double. 6 on the shot clock. Milwaukee needs to get a shot off here. Again, the miss by Kuzma.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Ball in tight, LaMelo.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Now Antetokounmpo. He's got 16. Shoots over Bridges. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got his 6th rebound on the night. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
From deep. Rebounded by Kuzma. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound in this one.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's Carroll, hounded by Ball. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Trent outside. Fires from deep. Ball with the rebound.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Knipple. Now here's Ball. He's got 21. Here's Diabate. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo has got 6 rebounds in the game. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Guys?
You got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Milwaukee making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. And with new ownership and a new front office, some hope that the Hornets can get going, Doris.
Well, they need to, B.A., because it has been a long, slow history of a lack of success, and that can really wear out a fan base. Here's what we know. In the modern NBA, you have to begin with great ownership, and then your front office has to make really smart decisions. Draft well, make key trades, acquisition of key veterans, and then your coaching staff has got to buy in. So much goes into this. It's inexcusable to let Trent Jr. get room and space from the corner 3. He's just too dangerous. You got to make him put it on the deck.
Now here's Ball. Pass to Knipple. Back to Ball. Here's Diabate. Turner covers. And the powerful one-handed slam.
A true playmaker. When Ball isn't creating for himself, he's creating for others.
A minute 20 left in the second period. Antetokounmpo finds Trent. Antetokounmpo outside. Over Bridges. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Hornets trail by 9. To the middle. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Ball. 8 points for Miles Bridges.
Oh, it's exactly what you want to see from Miles Bridges. Assert himself, use that frame to convert through contact.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Trent.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Rollins is checked in. Well, the Hornets shooting just 37% in the game. Pass the Ball. Connaughton outside. It's Bridges on the wing. Off target from outside.
He's trying to flip the script here, but guys, he cannot find any level of consistency.
Here's Rollins. Still no points. Kuzma down low. Trent right side. No good on the buzzer beater. And we finished off one half of play. Milwaukee out in front, up by 7. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Doc, as this team continues to develop, what's going to be most critical to really taking your play to the next level?
continuity offensively and then being on the same page defensively. We have so much left. If we can get on the same page defensively, we can be really good.
The more reps, the better. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Greetings, everybody. The stories so far revolving around Giannis, the Greek freak, in fine form tonight.
You aren't going to find as many superstars that give as much effort as Giannis. I mean, this guy's unbelievable. And when you pair that with his size and his skill, he's a generational talent.
His effort reminds me of an old teammate of yours, Jet. The Dream? All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
When I look at Milwaukee, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Here's Ball. On the floor for Charlotte. Ball is joined in the backcourt by Knipple. Pat Connaughton is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the center position. Now here's Ball. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
Guys, LaMelo Ball is one of the most popular players with the younger generation. And I think it's the flair and the style and the freedom he brings to the game of basketball.
For him.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him.
And so Ball nails both of them. And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
Connaughton outside. The 3-ball. Ball no good. The Bucks leading by 7. And they double up on it at Kumpo. Kuzma with a screen on Ball. Trent from long range. Pass to Carroll. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the triple. Trent's got 6.
It's not just the assertiveness of Gary Trent Jr., folks. It's about the accuracy. I don't care what kind of range he's shooting from.
Now here's Connaughton. No made baskets yet. Here's Knipple. They set a pick. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 7 tonight. Stolen by Bridges. Out on his own on the break. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
One thing we know about Miles Bridges, he is willing to put his body on the line. Tremendous focus to get his shot opportunity there.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Free throw is off from Bridges.
Guys, what we've come to learn about Miles Bridges is this guy is a force on the offensive end. Whether he's inside or outside, you know he's going to be aggressive trying to put the ball in the basket.
Now here's Ball. 23 points in the game. It's good on the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Kuzma outside. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 9.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
The shot by Diabate, no good.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Turner, a screen on Bridges. Pass to Turner. Ball looks over the floor. Now Connaughton. Here's Knipple. Takes the 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Carroll, pass to Kuzma. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the arc. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Ball. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Down low. Now here's Connaughton. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Carroll. 4-3. Misses again. Just 4 for 10 from the floor. Pass to Ball. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Trent outside. Pass to Turner. Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Carroll, pounded by Ball. And the basket by Carroll.
Yeah, a gifted passer. Antetokounmpo has won multiple MVPs for his all-around game.
And here's Ball. Give him 23. To the paint. Here's Diabate. Soft touch off the glass. Diabate's got 8 points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Kuzma outside. Antetokounmpo outside. And it's all from three-point range.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Here's Bridges. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. They've led by as many as 11. A shot by Carroll. No good. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass on the layup. Antetokounmpo's gotten 4 this quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. right here, the 2K leaderboard shows us which teams made the most of their second chance opportunities last year. Charlotte, 4th.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
And it's the Hornets with the ball, trailing by 8. Pass to Knipple. And here's Connaughton. Ball with it. Give him 23. Ball with no fear. Puts it up. Misses off the right iron. Milwaukee leading by 8. To the inside. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Now here's Bridges. 10 points for him. Ball outside. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Ball's got 25 points.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for a shot.
Kuzma outside. Turner, a screen on Connaughton. Kuzma for 3. Nails it from 3. Kuzma's got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, you know that Kyle Kuzma has three-point range, boy, and he's got the green light.
Connaughton finds ball. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Back to Bridges. There's a screen. Let's go with a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Kuzma, right side. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Milwaukee.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And here are the Hornets now. It's a 14-point game. Bridges outside. And here's Connaughton for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Turner passes to Carroll. Now here's Kuzma. Covered by Connaughton. It's Kuzma with the miss. Hornets trail by 14. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Miles Bridges up in the air above the rim. That is a show. Look out below.
Here's Carroll. He's got 12. Kuzma. That's good. Kuzma's got 12 points in just the second half.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Here's Knipple. Lets it go. The rebound by the Bucks. Kuzma's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Trent, the pass to Turner. Here's Carroll. The kick out to Kuzma. Beyond the arc. 8 makes out of 15 shots. He's got it going.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
The way he's struggling this quarter, he's only adding to their troubles. They need his offense to come around.
Hornets trail by 18. Outside man. Pass to Bridges. Back to man. From deep three-point land. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Now here's Trent. This one for 3. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Connaughton against Kuzma. Bridges outside. Pass to Knipple. And here's Connaughton for three. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got his 4th rebound in this one. Throws it up high, and Giannis throws it down.
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
Here's Knipple. And here's Bridges. To stop the run, connects from downtown. Bridges has got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. New group for the Bucks. Anthony outside. Off target from 3-point range.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Ball. He's got 25. And he lays it up and in. Ball's got 27 points.
There is just such enthusiasm, such a love for the game with LaMelo. Shot after shot going down.
Pass to Sims. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Rollins. And the three off target.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's McNeely. He's guarded by Anthony. And that one's good. McNeely's got his second basket on the night.
And the advantage he has is clear. Just taking what the defense gives him right there.
Anthony, the pass to Porter. Here's Sims. Williams defending. Pass to Anthony. To the paint. Here's Sims. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Up top Ball. 3 seconds left. No good that time. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Milwaukee out in front. They lead by 18. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Kevin Porter, Bobby Portis out there with Anthony. And it's Carroll in at the point. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Portis with a screen on Ball. From outside, off the mark. Hornets trail by 18. On the wing man, he's guarded by Anthony. Pass the ball. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Ball's got 29 points.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Here's Livingston. Here's Carroll. He buries it from 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now here's man. Pass to McNeely. Here's the 3. Anthony grabs the board. Here's Carroll. Hornets with the rebound. Ball's got 6 rebounds in the game. Jacks up a 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Porter the pass to Carroll. And again it's Milwaukee from deep.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Salah. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Carroll. Inside. Portis gets the bucket.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Now Williams. Ball outside. The kick out to Williams. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Shot clock at 5. Pass to man. Looking to win the run. Charlotte, no good that time either.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Ball. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into 2? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
So it's the Hornets now, after the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. The kick out to Williams. Williams with the screen. Here's man. Porter pulls it in.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Boy, it's been a minute since they last scored.
It has been. And at what point do you alter your strategy? Try to get back on track.
Williams' shot is good.
Boy, that's Grant Williams being really aggressive inside despite the coverage.
Timeout called. Milwaukee. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
checked in for Livingston. For three, Anthony. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got 6 assists in the game. Here's Knipple. Connaughton outside. Hey, from beyond the arc. Hits the three-pointer.
Yeah, great vision for a rookie. Knipple makes good decisions. He's not just a shooter.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Anthony feeling it out a bit. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Graham, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
Here's Connaughton. Following the score by Milwaukee. The three from Ball. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And they pick up 2. And that's now 25 points now for T.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Bridges outside. Pass to Diabate. 6 to shoot. Back to Connaughton. Bridges finds Connaughton. Off target with the 3. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 19-5 run. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Carroll. Now Portis. The 3 on target from range.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
And the Bucks with some changes. Sims comes in for Antetokounmpo, and Prince is subbed in for Porter Jr.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Doris, you think about the top scorers in this league. They're creating those points with greater efficiency than in decades past.
Analytics is increasingly a part of the NBA. Teams are now understanding that 3 is more than 2, and if you don't make enough of them, you have a math problem. And then the other highly valued shots in the game, and maybe the most valued shots, are restricted area 2s. Listen, let's be smart about the game.
Carroll knocks it down from distance. Carroll's got 18 points now here in the second half.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Ball outside. Back to Bridges. Ball outside.
After hitting a couple of threes in the first half, he hasn't had much going from distance.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. featured players tonight earns our Player of the Game award, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance. Well, Milwaukee's shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Here's Carroll. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
He makes a first. Hits both from the stripe. The Hornets shooting 35% so far in this one. Bridges outside. And there's the screen to end the run. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Now Anthony. Here's Carroll. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Pass to Knipple. Here's Diabate. And here's Ball. He's guarded by Anthony. Ball against Anthony. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough.
Coffee, he's checked in for the Bucks.
LaMelo Ball at the line for one.
Doors for teams looking to trade away a big money player. It seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. First and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict salary acquisition. The other piece of this is there are now second aprons in place. So it's not just roster construction. It's sustaining a quality roster over time and keeping that continuity. Success in this league is tough.
And here's Charlotte now. After the Bucks picking up a basket just moments ago. Clock at 4. Pass to Knipple. And the shot falls short that time.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
That one's good for 2. Livingston's gotten 4 this quarter.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Back to Ball. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Rollins.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Carroll, pass to Livingston. With the drive, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Now here's Bridges. Fires the 3, buries it from 3. Bridges has got 10 points here in the second half.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
Pass to Carroll. Doris, over the last few years, the NBA has done an outstanding job with replay, expanding its uses.
Well, you say outstanding job. For some, they would tell you that the replays and the reviews are taking far too long. For me, I have no problem with the time it takes because ultimately these are game-deciding, series-deciding, and often job-deciding outcomes. Let's get it right.
Here's ball. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. It's blocked.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Bucks.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And what a huge performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And I love how active he was on the glass. Not afraid to get physical and do whatever he could do to grab boards.
Pass the ball. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Here's Diabate. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Rollins, covered by Connaughton. Carroll, pass to Coffey. Clock at 6. Pass to Carroll. The 3. Can't hit that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball. So this one belongs to the Bucks. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce, who is now with our player of the game.
Giannis, a tremendous game so convincingly.
It was a team effort. I think we came out, we did not mess around with the game. We did our job, we defended, we moved the ball. That's why we were able to close the game.
Giannis always recognizing the importance of his teammates. Thanks so much, Giannis.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. They're holding tight, still looking for ways to move up.
And seeing where the Bucks are, they're making a move now in the top 10, and this is a team to watch. I like what I'm seeing from them.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Trent on the wing. He's joined by Kuzma. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. And it's Carroll in at the point guard. And for New Orleans, Paul George is out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Strawther in at the shooting guard. Yeah, just a few games in the book thus far. So, Greg, what are you looking for at this stage of the season?
Well, I like to see which teams get off to a hot start and who's struggling out of the gate. What can those teams do to improve?
Now here's Carroll, coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. Giannis sets a screen for Trent. Launches a three. The shot by Carroll, no good. New Orleans with the ball. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
The length and quickness of George is so difficult to guard against. That really compromises the defense, forcing them to foul.
And he makes the first.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And both free throws good for Paul George. And Stan, you remember this past summer, the story was, will the Bucks or will they not trade Giannis?
It's tough to carry on business as usual with all those clouds swirling. We know how loyal he's been, but questions remain about his ability to compete for a title in Milwaukee.
Here's George, following the score by Miles Turner. Turner with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Trent with it. George picks him up, and Turner throws it down.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't allow Turner to get this close to the basket.
Outside, George. Pass to Harris. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And good that time.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I briefly spoke with New Orleans head coach. We talked about their defensive game plan for Giannis, and he told me the best way to guard Giannis is to keep him out of the paint and force him to be a jump shooter. The only problem is no one's figured out how to do that consistently. Giannis always seems to find a way to impose his will. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And so here is New Orleans. Following the miss by Kyle Kuzma from deep. Nurkic a screen on Carroll. Pass to Strawther. Just 5 on the clock. Jones, no luck. Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Carroll kicks to Turner. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Kuzma. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Strawther. Carroll covering. Pass to George. A three ball. Trains the three-pointer. George has got 5 points so far.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
Trent kicks to Giannis. Sweet move. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, finding points is rarely a problem for Giannis. He knows how to be productive out there.
Jones, the pass to Harris. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Jones, to the middle. Here's Strother. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Well, a sharp start for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
Bucks trail by 4. Now Carroll. He has yet to score. Trent kicks to Carroll. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Pass to Strother. Back to Harris. Here's the floater. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, there's the touch from Tobias, a vet who has mastered different types of shots.
Carroll with it. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now Trent for the 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. New Orleans with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Jones the pass to Nurkic. Outside, George. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. George has got 7 points.
Wow, that was no wet spot he slipped on, folks. He just plain broke him down.
Yeah, you don't see guys weak-legged like that very often. We'll be seeing that play for weeks to come.
Now, here's Kuzma. He definitely had a good game in their win against the Hornets. He is hauled in by Paul George. New Orleans leading by 8. Makes it off the glass. George has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Trent passes to Antetokounmpo. And now he jams it right over Tobias Harris. Wow!
Wow, Giannis. That is ridiculous.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. And it's Jones with the ball for New Orleans. 8-point game. And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
Here's Giannis. Paul George making his last shot. Giannis passes to Turner. Trent outside. Back to Turner. George with the steal. And it's George finishing it off.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Now here's Giannis. A 29-point game for him in the win against Charlotte.
Well, he also did a good job of making plays for others. What a performance from him.
Now here is Harris. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Now here's Carroll. Still yet to score. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for New Orleans.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Anthony's checked in for the Bucks. Carroll hits them both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Harris outside. Pass to Strother. It's George on the wing, guarded by Kuzma. This one for 3. The rebound by Turner. Bucks trail by 10. Here's Anthony. Here he goes. Carroll with the three. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Jones in the post. Carroll covering. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. No good on the triple. The Bucks won their last contest, that game against Charlotte.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Giannis outside. Back to Carroll. From past the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they... guys.
Jacks up a 3. Strother, no good. Bucks trail by 10. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Carroll passes to Anthony. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. For New Orleans, they've got 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. George looking around, trying to end the drought. That's no basket. His 3rd miss in 8 tries. Giannis passes to Carroll. Outside Turner. Count it. Turner's got 6 points.
Fighting through contact. Turner does a great job of that.
Nurkic setting the pick for George. Hits it from 3-point range. And New Orleans leads by 11.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. A whole new group out there. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. The Bucks #1.
You know, they went through stretches when they just didn't miss from beyond the arc. I mean, that carried them right to the top of that list.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Carroll. D right on him. Prince misses.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Buffkin. 3-pointer. Bounce pass Richards. Shot clock at 6. Buffkin with the bucket. And New Orleans leads by 13.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Here's Milwaukee now. The 3 from Anthony. It's rebounded by New Orleans. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Richards. Here's Gay. From downtown. Buffkin, no good. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, that's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Larson, covered by Anthony.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
The three from Anthony. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's New Orleans looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
They've got Gary Payton II, and it's Shed in at the one spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Kevin?
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. New Orleans moving the ball around. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. It's Prince on the wing. And the three ball is good. Prince has got his first 3 points of the game.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pass to Richards. Here's Larson. Here's Shed. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Carroll dishes to Anthony. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Gets it down to single digits. Anthony's got his first bucket of the night.
Wiggling his way in there. Anthony made it work in close.
Here's Larson. Still scoreless. Outside Anthony. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report.
Well, we all know Cole Anthony can score the ball, but he deserves more credit for his defense. He's a high-energy player who likes to make things difficult for opposing guards.
And the Bucks making a change here. Sims is checked in.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And here's George for 3. The offensive rebound. Jones, the pass to Payton. A three-pointer, no good.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Prince can't hit. New Orleans leading by 7. Jones kicks to Payton. Pass to George. Lets it go from deep. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Carroll finds Smith. Anthony right side. Back to Prince. Pass to Smith. For three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Left side, George. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
I love seeing George be so assertive down low. Certainly doesn't lack confidence. An accomplished scorer.
Now here's Anthony. Smith outside. Pass to Carroll. The shot's good on the assist by Prince. And that's now 6 points for T. Outside, George. Back to Jones. That one, no good. Bucks trail by 10. Outside Anthony. Prince setting a pick for Anthony. Prince outside. Off target from three-point range.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Richards passes to Jones. With some arc. Here's Frother. The three. Good on the triple. Frother's got the lead up to 13 now for New Orleans.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Nurkic checked in for New Orleans. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Here's Carroll. He's got 6. Trent outside. Here's Kuzma. Sinks the triple. Kuzma's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You gotta be cognizant of where Kuzma is at all times. A really dependable shooter from the perimeter.
And George gets it to go. And New Orleans leads by 12.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, Coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Kuzma outside. Fires from deep. Another miss by Kuzma. New Orleans leading by 11. Here's Frother. He's coming off a 16-point game against Utah. George, that's a 2-pointer. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Trent outside to the paint. Giannis kicks to Kuzma. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Giannis has got his 3rd assist on the night. And here's Jones. Hasn't made one yet. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Friday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Tobias Harris is checked in for New Orleans.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Some numbers for Jones. Some last season stats for him. Put up about 10 points per game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. Last year wasn't his best, but he's looking for a bounce-back campaign this season.
Well, he knows he can play better, and he's put in the work. Now he's just looking to see that work pay off.
Here's Strother. He has 6. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. A nice shot by George.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Turner with a screen on Harris. Giannis passes to Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Now, here's George. Last game, 26 points. Trent outside. Turner with the screen for Trent. And it's off from three-point range. Inside. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. In 4th, the Bucks.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing here by 8 and going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are 2 teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned. A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
Well, he's one of the most unguardable players in the league. Antetokounmpo's length and speed is simply otherworldly.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Nailed from three-point land. Harris has got 5 points so far. Anthony, the pass to Trent. No good with the layup.
and they continue to control the glass.
Here's Harris. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The 8-footer. Antetokounmpo playing strong inside.
Oh, come on. When Giannis hits a pull-up, Jay, what can you do on defense? Seriously.
Harris outside. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Yeah, and checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. Coming off a terrific season. 2nd in scoring, and he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And seeing what he did last year, just blowing up the defensive schemes designed to keep him under control, man. As you said, 2nd best scorer in the league. It was a beautiful thing to watch. Anthony sets the pick for Trent. Off target from outside.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
On the wing, Jones. Back to Harris.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And slam dunk by Harris.
A solid athlete with a good vertical. Harris knows how to get inside and hammer it home.
Down low, here's Trent, and that one is hammered home.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Jones looking for an opening. To the inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
That free throw missing. Milwaukee making a switch here. Porter's checked in. And he sinks the 2nd. Bucks trail by 8. Trent outside. Pass to Turner. There's Porter with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Shooting while in rhythm. Porter Jr. has an impressive understanding for when to let that thing fly.
59 seconds left now here in the 2nd. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now here's Young. 8 points for him. Kuzma, that's good.
Knowing his team needs a lift, he's putting them on his back.
Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Back to Jones. Pass to George. Lets the 3 fly. Porter pulls it in.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
And he hits it to tie the game up. Porter's got 5 now.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Harris outside. Pass to George from the arc. That one misses. 1 second left. Doesn't go that time. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for New Orleans. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Thanks for joining us. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks in a tight ball game at the end of the half.
One thing I'll say, they've been poised with the ball. Keep turnovers down, allows you to level up.
Yeah, hard to gain momentum when you're giving away possessions. Mistake-free play has them in the lead. Now let's take a moment to recognize our players of the week. Keep an eye on these two. On the Eastern side, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No surprise to see Giannis take home the award. It's almost a surprise when he doesn't win it. Very impressive. Lately, he's been at his very best, which for him is as good as it possibly gets.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first two quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
And so here is New Orleans. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game on the court for the Bucks. The small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. Gary Trent is out there with T, and it's Turner in its center. The shot by George, no good. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Trent kicks to Antetokounmpo. Trent, a screen on Harris. Giannis against Harris. Clock at 4. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Kuzma can't get it to go. Well, for New Orleans, shooting at 50% in a decent group. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Back to you guys.
It sure does. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Carroll for 3. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Giannis has got his 7th assist here tonight. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Harris setting the pick for Jones. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Bucks leading by 3. Out to Kuzma. Back to Antetokounmpo. Turner with a screen on George. And it's Carroll in the corner. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here is George. 30 points in the game. Nurkic a screen on Giannis. For 3, Harris. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Down low, Paul George with the steal. Here's Strother, defended by Trent. Lays it up off the glass. Strother's got 8 points.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
Here's Giannis. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 8 points for him.
And defensively, you hope you've accounted for everything. Then Giannis whips out the floater. Insane.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
here at some numbers for Jusuf Nurkic. How he did last season. He was around 9 points per last year. 8 rebounds and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
Now here's Jones. No scoring in this one. George against Kuzma. And it's George missing. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Bucks. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
A truly unselfish player. You can tell Adetokounmpo enjoys getting his teammates involved, and the coaches love that.
Stan, every night, Kuzma finds a way to contribute on the offensive end.
Yeah, Kevin, look, I think what Kuzma does is he'll find a way to score the ball. He'll do it running the floor. He'll do it cutting. He'll do it on the offensive boards. And he can make jump shots. He's got a lot of ways to score, and he can take what the defense gives.
And you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Pass to Carroll. 3-pointer. Strawther grabs the miss. Strawther's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Now, here's Nurkic. He has 7. Now here is Harris. No good from outside. And here's Carroll. Trent with the wide open look. The 3-pointer is right on target. Trent's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks. New Orleans has gotten blank from 3-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Nurkic setting the pick for Jones. Nurkic in the post. He's against Turner, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 15-6 run. Kuzma outside. Carroll kicks to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks working the ball around. Nurkic against Turner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
Well, that's the result of Turner staying active at the offensive end and drawing a whistle.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Both free throws good from Turner. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And, Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
Milwaukee on D. Outside, Jones. Back to Harris. The three from George. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Trent kicks to Giannis. Lets it go with the three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Nurkic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Harris passes to Jones. He gets that one.
And even if you risk a foul, the D has to play him tougher when he gets it that deep.
Yeah, once he gets the ball in that spot, help has to be very quick to rotate over.
Now here's Turner. He's got 12. Here's Kuzma. Off target with his three. New Orleans trails by 9. Pass to Strawther. Trent against George. Jones. Milwaukee with the rebound.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
New Orleans has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. From deep, George. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Got that bucket in no time at all. Turner's got the lead up to 11 now for Milwaukee. And so George will bring it up for New Orleans. To the middle. And finished off by Nurkic.
Tossing the pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Carroll passes to Turner. They set the pick. Fires the three. The shot by Carroll, no good. Well, for New Orleans, shooting a troubling 38% of their not the finest work of this offense.
Well, I like seeing Harris be aggressive inside. He's more than capable of making you pay from this.
Now here's Turner. He's got 14. Kuzma outside. Turner with a screen on George. Kuzma gets to Turner. Kept alive. Trent outside. Puts up a three. Rebound by Nurkic. New Orleans trails by 7. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Nurkic, and Gary Payton has subbed in for George. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Sims is checked in. Taurean Prince comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Anthony's checked in for Gary Trent. And Porter subbed in for T. Milwaukee leading by 4. Here's Giannis. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Pass to Harris. Back to Payton. Just 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot.
As New Orleans has an NBA team.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Prince with a screen on Harris. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
And while we have a moment, let's check the stats for Tobias Harris. Good season for him last year. Put up about 13 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yay, the New Orleans Pelicans.
Like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort, they can change the attitude of a team.
Rollins checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Inside. Richards passes to Harris. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Larson. Shoots the 3. Sends the ball no good. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Harris outside.
Oh, okay. I think this team is a custom one.
Payton with a screen on Prince. Harris passes to Richards. Now Payton for 3. Harris. Porter pulls it in.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Gotcha.
Prince in the post. Guarded by Harris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Bucks have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Prince. Smith checked in for Milwaukee. And both free throws good for Prince. 54 seconds left in the third. And so George will bring it up for New Orleans. Into the lane. And it's George finishing it off.
Punishing the rim there. When George makes up his mind he's going to dunk it, there is not much you can do.
Porter looking it over. Smith sets the pick for Porter from outside the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard said.
George passes to Larson. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. It's not going to go for him. Here's Prince. That's short off the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And we'll be back with you shortly. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Paul George, Nick Richards out there with Gary Payton II. And Gay is in at the 4 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now, here's Payton. And he banks in the layup. Payton's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for New Orleans.
Right to the rim. Aggressive approach when it matters most.
Well, when it's this close, you want to put your best scorers in a position to succeed. That's exactly what happened.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Now Carroll. Smith with a screen on George. Carroll with the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Richards got 6 rebounds here tonight. Payton passes to Larson. Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Richards, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Smith with a screen on George. Carroll, no one around him. Drills it from outside. Carroll's got 5 points now in the quarter. Outside, George. Fires for 3. Prince grabs the miss.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
New Orleans trails by 5. Here's George. Rebounded by the Bucks. Porter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Carroll with the 3. It's rebounded by Payton. Payton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Larson. There's a screen. Payton surveying the floor. To the paint. Here's Gay. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Of Nurkic. He's checked in for Nick Richards. The Bucks also with the sub. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Smith. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there. Now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Now here's Anthony. And it's Carroll in the corner. And again, the Bucks miss.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Larson. Nurkic, a screen on him. Back to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic. Great game for him, double-double now. 11 points and 14 rebounds.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
And on the drive, Giannis, he can be so disruptive, just muscling his way through the defense.
To the middle, and finished off by Nurkic.
Rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Now here's Giannis. Pass to Carroll. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Carroll. That three off the mark.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And they take the lead. Larson's got his first points of the night.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Prince with a screen on Nurkic. Giannis drives in. Basket good. And the Bucks lead by 1.
He's got the size of a center and the skills of a guard. Giannis is incredible.
Nurkic setting the pick for George. Inside. Nurkic against Antetokounmpo. Nurkic can't hit. Bucks have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. The shot by Carroll no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Now here's Anthony. Here's Giannis. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Giannis has got 10 points in just the second half. New Orleans trails by 3. Pass to George. The trade. The shot, no good.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Carroll kicks to Anthony. Anthony sets the pick for Prince. Now here's Giannis. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 5 assists in the game. And here's George. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Nurkic a screen on Carroll. The shot by George wide open with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. George has got 4 points now in the quarter. Nurkic against Antetokounmpo. Giannis rips it down.
Just another day at the office for Antetokounmpo. This guy consistently puts up points.
George with the ball. And he lays it straight in. George has got 38 points.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
And the dunk by Giannis.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And some changes here for the Bucks. Turner's checked in for Prince. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Kevin Porter. And Trent subbed in for Anthony. throw good. Giannis.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Outside, George. Jones, the pass to Nurkic. George against Kuzma. George in the post. Here's Strawther. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Here's Carroll, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And that's 21 points for T. Pass to Strawther. Outside, George. A rebound by the Bucks. Looking ahead to their next one, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Here's Giannis. Paul George making his last shot. That shot, no good. That one drops.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now here's Carroll. Now Kuzma. And there's the three.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Kuzma against George. Outside Harris. Clock at 6. Now Nurkic. Turner with the steal.
2 minutes remaining.
And a nice assist for the lay-in on the transition play.
Since joining the league, Giannis has really developed his playmaking. He's become a strong primary ball handler.
George. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo.
Good O, better D. Sometimes it works out that way.
A three-pointer. Good.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
And that one drops.
Just devastating. George making it look easy with that move.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
It's Kuzma. Now here's Carroll. Giannis sets a screen for Carroll. The three is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Harris a screen on Trent. Can't get it to go. The Bucks shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Bucks.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
Yeah, I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
Well, his triple-double stat line is evidence of his impact on this game. He was affecting play at all times.
Here's Kuzma. Paul George making his last shot. Here's Jones. Harris. And so the Bucks take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now, let's send it over to Allie LaForce, standing by with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Giannis, a terrific comeback win. Talk about the composure this team showed.
We stayed together, we played together, we win together, we lose together. Even though we faced adversity, we came out, we were focused, we were able to move the ball, execute, and we just stayed together.
A great team win. Congratulations. Thanks, Giannis.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Thanks for watching everyone. Grinning face.